Hello and welcome to another episode of The Top Shelf with me, Shantanu D. Now, today we're going to be taking a look at yet another Camlin pen, and this one is called the Camlin 47. Now, this particular pen, keeping in tradition with the other Camlin pen that I've reviewed, and I shall be reviewing more as well, is priced very competitively at 120 rupees, which is roughly about 1.6 US dollars. But what's interesting about this pen is that it's a piston filler. Now, piston filler at that price point is really quite something, isn't it? But enough about the price. So as you can see, the parts of the pen, this is the barrel. It's a plastic barrel, maroon colored, and a fairly light plastic. It seems to have already stained a little bit. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, there you can see a little bit, but it's not stopped the pen from functioning perfectly fine. And of course, being a piston filler, if you rotate it, it fills up ink. Well, the clip is has this branding as the other pen has, says Kokuyo Camlin, and the name of the pen is over here, Camlin 47, brushed metal. And the finial is this maroon colored finial, which is similar to the color of the barrel. Right, let's take a look at the insides. Very interesting. The nib is sort of this semi-hooded sort of nib, and it's, I believe, a find because I took the pen apart and I saw the nib. The section over here comes out just like in the Lamy 2000. Moving down, it has an ink window, a diamond-shaped ink window cutout, which I quite like. I've not seen this in any other pen so far, but do point them out if there are pens out there that you have seen with this kind of a window. As you can see, the ink is in there. Right, what else do we have? This little ring over here is really important. Don't lose this if you decide to open up this pen. Now, what's interesting with this pen is also that unlike other pens that you see these days, this one has an ebonite feed. Yep, you heard it right. It has an ebonite feed. So I don't know why they decided to have an ebonite feed in this one, but be that as it may, its flow is pretty good, and I've enjoyed writing with this pen. It's a very light pen. I haven't weighed it, but I don't think it'll be more than 12 or 15 grams. So let's take a look at the writing sample. Now, for this particular writing sample, I've used two inks. So this one that I have done over here is with the Mont Blanc Mystery Black, and this is on Rhodia paper, and it's a fine steel nib. And I decided to change the ink out for the live demo, but as you can see, it's fairly clear and not really a wet pen. It's a bit on the drier side, but I suspect that if I write with this a little bit more, it will smoothen out over time. And let's see now how it works on cheaper paper. So this is your regular office printer paper. And let's see, this is the Camlin 47 in fine. And this is a piston filler. Pretty wet. The ink in this is Waterman Serenity Blue, because I changed it out because I found the Mont Blanc, the Mystery Black, was a bit dry and the pen was a bit scratchy, but with this Waterman ink, it's working perfectly fine once again. So this is the comparison on a writing sample, pardon me, on a cheap copier paper. So as you can see over here, there is no feathering or bleed through or anything of that sort. Pretty good performance on this. I find that a lot of these Camlin pens are really have been built to be written with or should I say written on cheaper paper. Gives it more versatility. I like that in a pen. Moving on, let's take a look at the performance on Midori MD paper. This is Camlin 47 in fine, very, very smooth with a hint of feedback. That's also because of the Midori paper. Let's see how wet it is. Yep, fairly wet. So overall it's performed quite well on 3 different sorts of paper, as you have seen: the Rhodia, the Midori MD, and the cheap copier paper. That's pretty much it about this pen. Again, really good value for money, and if you want to penable somebody, this is a really good choice, provided you can find it in your country. In India it's fairly easy. Easy to find, I would say, on Amazon or your local stationery shop. It's pretty ubiquitous. But that's it. That's the review of the Camlin 47 piston filler. Interesting pen. I will use it more and see how it lasts in the long run, because I suspect that the construction of this pen is not the best in the world. But hey, you can't have everything for 120 rupees, can you? Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next review. Bye-bye.